Hello friends, it's been a while. Sorry about that. I don't even know if this footage is ever going to see the light of day. It's Monday the 22nd of June, I think it is. I've finished work, been to the gym and decided I want to pick the camera up. It's rare nowadays that I feel like that, and I want to start doing things that I love and enjoy again. Filming was one of them, but I just haven't had the energy or the mental capacity to kind of do that lately. For all I was off over Christmas and kind of New Year's Day, I wanted to kind of take it to just chill, and I had all these ideas about pre-filming loads of stuff, sorting out my bookshelves, all that kind of thing. None of it really happened, and yeah, I feel guilty, but at the same time I don't care. And it's a hard kind of battle that I've got with myself mentally at the moment. It's the 22nd of January, as I said, and I've finished one book this year, and that's the one that I started last year. I'm currently in the middle of 3 others, and yeah, I just don't see an end in sight for my mentality around reading to pick up again anytime soon. I am currently in the middle of A Court of Wings and Ruin still, and I've been trying to make like a TikTok vlog for that of like my thoughts and opinions like as I have them, and I've been filming that since I started the book in August. I also have Iron Flame, which I'm in the middle of. So really I'm in the middle of 4 books. I've got about 100 pages of that left, and I just want to bash that out now. I'm really enjoying that one. I am in the middle of Tales Before We Say Goodbye, which is the 4th Before the Coffee Gets Cold book, because I accidentally started listening to that on Spotify Premium Audio rather than the 3rd book, because I thought it was the one I was up to. So I'm just kind of rolling with that one. I've got about 4 hours left of that. And I'm also currently in the middle of This Is How You Lose the Time War, which is a dual author book. And that's pretty good. I started that one this year. It's on my 12 and 24, which I might talk about in this video, I might not. This video might not see the light of day. But yeah, I thought I would kind of film this in the hope that it makes me want to film more again. I don't know how that's gonna go. I thought I'd come on here to just ramble at you all basically for 4 minutes. I'll have to go have my shower after the gym. I need to try and prep something for tea. I might try and read. Who knows? I'm hoping this is the start of me getting back into my feeling better about reading and holding myself more accountable and enjoying reading, because I got some really interesting selections for Christmas off Vanessa at Wanderness, and my sister got me a book. So I'm really excited to kind of get into those books, but I also bought myself a few books as well in the sales and stuff, and I know for a fact there is other things pre-ordered for the rest of this year. But like things like this, like I would never pick this up myself, but I really want to read it and hold myself accountable, which fucking around, it's a hockey, I was going to say multiplayer romance. You get the drift. I opened the book and there was some very dangerous scenes in there that should not be read in public. But anyway, that's by the by. Like things like that, I want to try and make content around those things that get me out of my comfort zone, doing the things that I love. I'm blushing just thinking about this. Popular thriller author that I've never read before, arcs that I still have, you know, finishing series. Can you tell we're by the S's, by the way? Finishing series, you know, picking up another book by an author that I loved the first time I read, that kind of thing. I've got all these plans and aspirations in my brain, and my mentality is just like, no, let's just doom scroll and binge watch series. If anyone else has been feeling like this, let me know in the comments down below, because I've rambled on it for far too long right now. But yeah, I'm off to go have a shower. If I say it enough times, it will happen. Like, I'll just do this and disappear. But yeah, I'm off to have a shower. And I will update you all when there's an update to update you with. Bye for now. Hello, excuse the messy hair. This is my natural hair when it dries. Tonight I have been reading a bit more of Iron Flame. I've read just short of 60 pages and I have just short of 50 pages left. I can kind of see a theory of where this is going to end. I'll probably not predict the whole thing, but I can foresee a certain plot point happening that tends to happen in these kind of situations, and I don't want to spoil it for anyone, so I'm not going to say it. However, if you have read this book, let me know. I know there's quite a lot of people will have already read this by the time this video goes live, whenever it's going to go live, because apparently we're doing this because this is the second clip I filmed. But yeah, I've got 50 pages left. It's really coming to the crunch bit now. It's really coming to the crunch of it now, so I'm hoping to try and get this finished tonight. In terms of other reading that I have, I know I was briefly mentioning these earlier, but I remembered that I do actually have another read. So this is my Kindle. I'm 61% of the way through of The Queen of Nothing by Holly Black. Now, the last time I picked this one up was September when I went camping, so maybe a little bit since then, but not much, so I have that to finish as well. Yeah, these are going really well, and I'm sort of practice. And then This Is How You Lose the Time War. I'm 72 pages of the way through This Is How You Lose the Time War. It's told in dual chapters, so alternating chapter perspective. We follow blue and we follow red, and it's quite fascinating because just when you think you've got to grips of what's happening, you really don't. So we're in a timeline where basically these two people are in a time war. They're not just in a war for some reason. And every time you think that one of them's got the upper hand, the other one comes along and it's just like, haha, fooled you. And it's kind of sweet because you can kind of see they're starting to fall in love with each other, potentially. Have I just ruined it for myself? Probably. I can foresee that they're starting to fall in love with each other through letter form. However, the only issue is that they're on opposing sides. One of them is probably going to have to die. Oh my god. I've just realised that if one of them dies, the other one's probably not going to find out because they're never going to get a letter. They're just going to assume that their letter is in an alternate timeline that they haven't got to yet. Oh no. This is a lot for my brain to take in. Okay, basically I wanted to update you on what I was up to, but they're the two plus The Queen of Nothing that I'm actively reading. So I'm going to go get myself settled in bed, and try and read and finish Iron Flame. I would film my reaction to the last 50 pages, but I'm on 12% battery, so that's not going to happen. So when I do finish Iron Flame, I will film an update. It's been a long time coming. And I can't wait to finally get it done. I was going to try and read some more of A Court of Wings and Ruin so that I could read Crescent City 2, House of Sky and Breath, ahead of Crescent City 3. As you can tell, I haven't filmed in a while and all of my thoughts are just coming out now. They're just splitting out everywhere and it's not good really. So yeah, I'm going to go get myself settled in bed, chill, try and finish Iron Flame tonight before I go to bed. It is 9:05, so I'm hoping if I get myself into bed I can have these 50 pages read before 10 o'clock and be contemplating my life until I go to sleep. So yeah, I'll check in with you all when I've finished that, when I've got an update. And for something that's meant to be a vlog clip and short, these are two long rambly clips. So I'm in bed, and you know when you have like a period of like realization, there's literally like 47 pages of this book left, and there's something that Violet has said, I forgot her name there. There's something that Violet has said that has just like kind of made me connect loads of dots together about another character. And yeah, now I'm a bit like, maybe those theories on TikTok are true. Maybe they've actually read the book before me, so they know they're true. But yeah, wow. I'm kind of not ready for this to be over, kind of really over it now and want it to be over. So yeah, I guess I'll update you all in a little while to see if my theory comes true. Also, that is just Storm Isha trying to take my windows. Yeah. Anyway, back to reading.
A few moments later.
So I realised I just did that whole clip looking over here at the record button and not at you. Sorry about that. I will let you all know when there's a bit of an update. You can tell I'm rusty at this. Anyway, back to reading.
The next morning.
Hello, so last night I finished Iron Flame in bed. It is now Tuesday, and the more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm thinking about dropping my rating from a 4 to a 3-star. The reason being is that basically the first, I'm trying to do this without spoilers, but the first couple of 100 pages or so are very repetitive of what we go through in book 1 in terms of sort of procedures and stuff within the school. So you do see things like from like a year above's perspective for a good portion of the book, and that just bored me. I wasn't bothered about like seeing some random first years whose names we're never going to know or remember doing like the parapet and stuff, just not for me. So I was a bit and then I've been reading this book since November. That means nothing to me, because I could read a book from last year January time and still absolutely love it. It takes me a while to get through sometimes, but it was easily put downable and then pick back upable again, if that's even a word. So that kind of paid in its favour a little bit. However, the last 150 pages or so to 200 pages really kept me intrigued and entertained. But then the last chapter, the last chapter and a half, really? That's what lost it its star. Because now I'm not as invested. Don't get me wrong, when book 3 is released, I'll probably order it and want to read it and, you know, give in to the hype. But right now, I'm not bothered. This was meant to be a duology. It could have had happily been a duology, and then now there's supposed to be like 5 or 6 books in the series, I think. So I'm not happy with what they've done to the ending. I can see why they've done it, because they need to make more of the books for the series, but at the same time, I'm not a fan, and it's kind of making me want to drop my 4-star down to a 3-star, unfortunately. But yeah, that's where we're at with that. I need to go into work. I start work in 8 minutes, so I need to get myself upstairs and sorted for work. I didn't pick up any more of This Is How You Lose the Time War, and I didn't bring another book with me. I brought This Is How You Lose the Time War and my Kindle. So chances are, if I get a chance at lunch, I will try and read some more of This Is How You Lose the Time War. I was going to try and go for a walk on my lunch, but it does not look great outside, so I don't really know if that's going to happen. But anyway, yeah, I thought I would update you all to say that I finished Iron Flame. It's probably going to be a 3-star, and yeah, don't really know where to go from there with my reading, so no doubt you will see in a couple of clips what I've been up to. But yeah, I will check in with you all when I've got more to update about my reading, and I will speak to you soon. Bye.
So far away. Last night was one big holiday.
Hello, how are we all? It is time for a reading update and an unboxing, because yay! So, first things first, reading update. I can't remember, I think I did update you that I was reading, I'd finished Iron Flame and I picked up This Is How You Lose the Time War. I've been reading this now for the best part of 2 weeks, probably a little bit longer. And I've made it to page 92. And don't get me wrong, the premise of this sounds so good, but I'm not invested. I thought I would lap this up. There's an element of whimsy and mysteriousness in the fact that we don't know these two people's names, we don't really know much about their identities, we just know they're on opposing sides of a rift. So I was like, oh, the mysteriousness, I'm here for that. But it's just boring me, like I'm finding myself skipping over so much and just reading the physical letters, and that's not fair for me or the book really. So I'm gonna probably DNF this. I was speaking to Vanessa about it, and yeah, 92 pages of a book that's 195, it's getting DNF'd because I just don't have the energy. So in other news, over the weekend I was out with my family. I had a bit of time to kill before I met up with them, so I was just reading my Kindle whilst I was waiting for them on my phone. And I started reading Guild by Raven Kennedy and was really enjoying it. I got I think it was about 30 pages according to the Kindle on it, so in reality it was probably like 15. But I was really enjoying it, and I said to my other half, oh, will you pick the book up off my shelf, take it with you, and I'll meet you at your mum's later on. So we were going to his parents for the evening. So he said, yeah, that's fine. I gave him directions to my bookshelf, like which one it was, what bookcase it was on. And he did really well. He thinks it's a bit of a mockery that I say that he did really well, because he didn't pick up Guild, but he picked up Gilded by Marissa Meyer. Now, very similar covers, very similar titles, so I'll give him that. I'm really happy that he did, because this is a book that I had on my shelves for so long and I wasn't sure why I was putting it off, and this is taking me right back to Lunar Chronicles era, and I'm 100% on board with that. So this follows our main character Cyrilda, who is able to spin webs of lies. She kind of can't help it, just keeps happening, and this has a negative effect on everything that she does. Nobody trusts her anymore, even her own father doesn't trust her anymore. And then she meets the Erkling, who was kind of like the big bad guy. I believe he's like Rumpelstiltskin-esque. I think it's a Rumpelstiltskin retelling, to be honest. And it's all about like how, you know, she shouldn't really make a deal with the devil, so to speak, which is the Erkling in this case. And yeah, the paths have just crossed. I'm on page 52. Their paths have just crossed again, well, not again, for the first time. So I'm really invested. I'm looking forward to picking this one up tonight, hopefully. But yeah, hopefully I'll have more updates for you soon. So I'm really pleased that he picked this up for me, because as much as I was enjoying Guild, this is a book I have clearly been putting off for too long, because I really enjoyed it. And then, parcel time. So I'm part of a book club, kind of semi-part of a book club online, called Book with a Brew. If you're in the Northwest, they're based in Carlisle. So if you're in like Cumbria area, they're based from Carlisle. They're on Instagram, they have a group chat. I went along to the first ever meeting, and it took me almost 2.5 hours to get there for the day. So me and my other half made a day out of it, and then I went to the meeting and then came home, not without a bit of book shopping, but that was like this time last year actually. So it works out realistically for me a long day if I do go to the book club. So I haven't went since the first time that we did the club, and I feel really bad about that. So Sarah, if you're watching this, Kirsty, if you're watching this, anyone who's at the club, I'm really sorry that I haven't been around. It's just quite a distance for me. However, in the group chats, I'm still semi-active in there. Like I'll chirp in when there's things that I'm like, you know, interested in, or I have an opinion on, and for example, book recommendations. So one of the lovely girls on there, Kirsty, was getting rid of some books. So I said, would you mind posting one? Because obviously I'm not coming to the meetings. Would you mind posting one? And the little darling that she is did not want any money for this book. So I found her wish list and got her a book instead. But I basically, yeah, I was really happy to get this, because I've been trying to get it, as in wanting to buy it and then just haven't bought it. So kind of adds to my collection of an author that I haven't read that I now own multiple books of, because why wouldn't it? But this is really well packaged. This is How to Sell a Haunted House by Grady Hendrix. So I have the Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires and my best friend's exorcism. So I was like, I want this, I need this in my life, I need a copy of this to kind of go with the rest of the things that I have. So yeah, I'm very, very excited to get to this one, hopefully soon, if not then at some point in the winter. So thank you very much, Kirsty, for this. I really do appreciate it. But yeah, that is it for my little bit of a reading update. Oh, I also got Crescent City 3 in the post. But I am going to restart Crescent City 2 because the last time I picked that up was over a year ago. So I'm going to restart Crescent City 2 at some point and finish ACOWAR. So I've got a lot of reading to get on with, and I'm just stood here yapping away for 7 minutes. I'm going to read some of this. I'm just going to chill because I finished work early. I've been to the gym. I'm trying to get back into that healthy life. Yeah. I will update you all when I have an update to give you. Hopefully a positive one this time and not a DNF. I'll check in with you a bit. Bye!
Cool winds on me out by the shade. Put my weekend on layaway. I don't know where I'm going. 2 days, one big commotion. I'm being carried by the wake. So hold me like an ocean. I need your soothing motion. Please help me take the pain away. No way to change, no way to change our yesterday. No way to change, no way to change our yesterday.
Okay, time to check in and probably wrap this vlog up, to be honest, because it is now the 10th of February. This lighting is doing me absolutely zero favours. It is now the 10th of February and I need to wrap this vlog up. So a few things have happened since I last updated you all. So I'm trying to think of the last clip. I think it was when I started Gilded instead of Guild. I've just finished Gilded. Is that way better? Yeah, I've just finished Gilded by Marissa Meyer, and my initial thoughts are a 3-star. A 3-star isn't a bad rating. A 3-star is just more of a... Sometimes it didn't keep me kind of intrigued, and then other times it was unbelievable kind of feeling. So that's how I rate my 3 stars anyway. Ratings are subjective, you know. Just because I rated this a 3-star doesn't mean that somebody else wouldn't rate it like a 5. But anyway... I did overall actually really enjoy this book. I just felt that some of it was lacking in some parts other than others. I read the last 100, and I apologise if the sun's in the way, by the way, because my outside light's just there. Natural lighting is not my friend today. I read the last 100 and I want to say about 140 pages of this morning. I'm due to go out soon with my family. They're coming to pick me up in like 15 minutes, so I need to hurry this along. I'm overall rating this 3 out of 5 star. I have got the sequel upstairs and it is something that I may pick up in the future. I mean, I'm not massively in a hurry, but I think if I leave myself with my thoughts for the day, chances are I'll probably pick that up. But yeah, finish this one. Overall, I love Marissa Meyer's writing. It's no secret that I absolutely adored The Lunar Chronicles and another fairy tale retelling of hers, which is more fantastical than Heartless, right up my street. Heartless was a Queen of Hearts retelling. Didn't enjoy that one as much. That was more romanticised than the others, and this is definitely more storytelling than romanticised, which is always nice to see. But yeah, finished that one and I'm now kind of deliberating what else to read. Speaking of what else to read, I have some books to show you. So, oh, by the way, just escaping the elephant in the room, I got my hair cut. It was like down here, so I got like a good few inches chopped off it. But anyway, whilst I kind of updated you last time about Gilded and Guild, the same day we were actually out in the city centre near where we live, and I slipped and fell into Waterstones and got 2 books. So the first one I got was Girl, Goddess, Queen by B. Fitzgerald, and you're probably thinking, Rebecca, don't you already own this? And yes, this lighting is doing me no favours, but yes, I own the hardcover with the pink spreaders. However, this paperback is absolutely gorgeous, and I'm thinking of just selling my hardback because I just like this paperback so much. But yeah, there's that one. And this is a Hades and Persephone's retelling, I believe. Or it might just be a Persephone retelling, which is really interesting to me. I need to get on my retellings. And then I also picked up their thriller of the month, that month, which was In the Blink of an Eye by Joe Callahan. This is a detective, it's more like a mystery rather than a thriller. It's a detective story about a police detective and AI working together on a case. And their paths kind of cross and they have to kind of come together to solve this one murder. And I'm quite interested because with work we're looking into it a little bit more with sort of AI technology and how that can benefit us as a business with work. And it kind of piqued my interest a little bit. So I've got this one. I think I might start this one like kind of like now really. So yeah, and the writing's quite big as well. So hopefully I can get through that one quite quickly. However, the thing that I really wanted to come on and show you is I slipped and fell into Waterstones 2 days ago after work, I want to say. 2 days ago after work maybe, yeah. And I've basically been having a really tough week with work and stuff going on like outside of work. Grown-up adult things is just not my thing right now. And I decided to treat myself. I had £20 in Waterstones vouchers. We bought my mother-in-law's Mother's Day gifts because we like to be that early, and I had these £20 in vouchers and I picked up 2 books and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to use the vouchers. As much as it pained me to do so, it just meant that I paid £25 for 4 books, 2 of them obviously being gifts. So the first one I picked up, well, yeah, I had my eye on this one, let's be real. This is Voyage of the Damned by Frances White, and this is the Waterstones exclusive edition, which is also signed. I don't know, I think this might be the only bit of exclusivity about it, which I'm not mad about, but look at those edges. Those edges are absolutely stunning. And it's white, which is my issue, is it's very, very, very white. Very, very white. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I have ordered some covers, like fabric covers to go over my hardbacks, so hopefully they'll come, and once they come I can pick this book up. We Can Get Murdered Tomorrow, Tonight We Party. I mean, it's just such a pretty book as it is, but this follows 12 magical blessings that spend 12 days at sea, one chance to stop a killer and save the world. And this follows the area of the Concordia, which is a ship, and it goes on a 12-day voyage to the Sacred Goddess's Mountain. Aboard are the heirs of 12 provinces of Concordia, each graced with a unique and secret magical ability known as a blessing. However, one of them does not. They're a class clown and an all-round disappointment, which is quite mean. A beloved heir is murdered, everyone becomes a suspect, and I think it's just going from there, and I'm hoping that this kind of looks into the 12th heirs kind of power, hopefully, maybe. So yeah, I'm really interested on picking this one up, and it's just so shiny. So yeah, very pretty, really like that one. And then the last one I picked up is a thriller, I want to say, and it's half price in Waterstones this week, and it's The Fury by Alex Michaelides. Now, I've heard amazing things about this book. I remember a while back Alex Michaelides did not have the best rep, and I can't for the life of me remember why. If anybody remembers why, can you let me know in the comments down below just to enlighten me a little bit further. But I remember, obviously, it was around the time of The Silent Patient. I think it was the representation of The Silent Patient wasn't the greatest, which was like his first major book, or their first major book. But this one actually really sounds really, really good, and because it was half price, I decided to snap the hands off. It follows the desert island kind of trope where everyone's on an island, someone gets murdered, what's going on kind of thing. So it's quite short as well. Again, I really think I might pick this up like now, to be honest. Yeah, it's quite short. Again, writing's not too bad. So yeah, it's a hot, sunny, perfect island, a chance to reconnect and relax, and maybe even a few hidden truths to come out. It's a Greek island with a former movie star. Nothing on the island is quite what it seems. Not Lana, not her guests, certainly not the murderer furiously plotting their crime. But who am I? My name is Elliot Chase, and I'm going to tell you a story unlike you've ever heard. So I feel like there's a couple of theories for this that I have in my head. So Elliot Chase is either going to be the murdered or the murderer. Another theory is Lana is going to be the murdered, and everyone who's there is there because they could be a suspect. And a third theory is that Lana is the murderer and she just does what she wants because she is the film star and it's her island retreat kind of thing. So yeah, overall, a successful end to this little vloggity vlog. But yeah, they're the 4 books. I'm so out of practice. They're the 4 books that I am hauling in this video, and I have finished Iron Flame and Gilded in this video. So overall, it's quite a successful video, even though it's took like nearly a month to film, probably, because it's took me 2 weeks to get through Gilded. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below if you've read Gilded or if you've read anything from Marissa Meyer. I would love to hear your thoughts and have a non-spoilery discussion in the comments. If you've read any of the books that I have hauled, also let me know. And if you were also a little bit disappointed by Iron Flame, also let me know. But thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you've made it this far, leave me a book stack emoji to celebrate the last 10 minutes of this video. But thank you all so much for watching. If you go into the description box, you'll find a link to all my social medias. I really do appreciate you all. And if you haven't followed me over on the Clock app, that's where I tend to post more frequently, you will find me post more weekly updates and things on there. So go ahead and find me on there. My username is Rebecca Reads YT, as in YouTube. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I shall see you all soon with another video. Bye!